What's up, brothers? It's Onion Creature. I have some interesting news to share with you. This comes from a press release from Nintendo today, titled Strengthening Ancillary Use of Films Featuring Nintendo Intellectual Property. Very stimulating title there. This does relate to Kirby, though, I promise. Okay, Nintendo Co. Ltd., HQ, Kyoto, Japan, President and Representative Director Shuntaro Furukawa, hereinafter Nintendo, hereby announces that Warp Star Inc., which became a consolidated subsidiary as of April 1st, 2025. I forgot about this. I think I read about that, but anyway, let's continue. Has changed its name to Nintendo Stars Inc. The company has been restructured as a Nintendo subsidiary responsible for the ancillary use business tied to films that feature Nintendo intellectual property IP. Ancillary use for films refers to taking Nintendo characters and worlds from films to apply and expand in other forms, including live events and merchandise, through project development, licensing, and other means. Nintendo has announced 2 upcoming films for theatrical release: a new animated film based on the world of Super Mario Bros. To be released on April 3rd, 2026, and a live-action film based on the world of The Legend of Zelda to be released on May 7th, 2027. By implementing and licensing various ancillary uses in films, Nintendo Stars Inc. aims to familiarize people around the world with the Nintendo IP and provide new ways to experience it. In addition, Nintendo Stars Inc. will continue its ancillary use business of the Kirby franchise, which Warp Star Inc. has been engaged in. By utilizing the know-how cultivated in this business, Nintendo Stars Inc. aims to expand the number of people who have access to Nintendo IP through cooperation with partners around the world and strengthen relationship between Nintendo and its customers. All right, just about made it through. And then we got some business info at the bottom here, as well as the logo of this new subsidiary. Wow. So on first glance, difficult to parse exactly what this could mean for the future. I will say, so if you weren't aware, Warp Star Inc. was created, I believe, around the time of the Kirby anime, 50% co-ownership from Nintendo and HAL Laboratory, and became consolidated April 1st of this year, which I forgot about, as I mentioned. And what this means is I am not entirely sure, but the fact that they are pointing out their upcoming films, the Mario movie and the Zelda movie, is very interesting. And it's another step for Nintendo capitalizing on their franchises in film format. They do shout out that what was previously Warp Star Inc., now Nintendo Stars, is still continuing its Kirby-related business, which is good. And I think this is potentially, I mean, I don't know about you, but if you've looked at the way Kirby merchandise and marketing has been handled, I guess, yeah, I guess this is like basically all the Kirby stuff, other than the games, that has come into the world in the past like 20 years or so, since I guess a bit over 20 years since that started in relation to the Kirby anime. Does this point to a Kirby movie or some big Kirby thing like that? Not necessarily, but I don't know, man. It is interesting, that this company that was so associated with Kirby, I mean, called Warp Star Inc., now called Nintendo Stars, is being used for just general Nintendo IP. I don't know. I'm not smart enough to really parse the exact meaning of this. Hopefully it means good things. I think this company has been doing great work. As a Kirby fan, I feel like the brand has been treated very well by them. You go into basically any store now, like big store, big department store, and you'll find Kirby stuff, which was not the case, I would say, even 10 years ago. Used to be extremely rare that you'd find any form of Kirby merchandise. Now it's all over the place. I went to was the bookstore in Portland when I was in Portland. It was that big bookstore. They had freaking Kirby stuff in there, and I was like, wow, well, that's crazy. They had a whole shelf for Kirby stuff. Even you go to the Nintendo SF store, a lot of Kirby stuff. Yeah, interesting development. So presumably this also involves taking movie-related IP from like the Zelda movie, the Mario movie, and creating merchandise and other such things for that. Okay, interesting stuff. I will keep an eye on this, and you know, I'll let you know if there's any developments on this interesting story. Not super groundbreaking, but kind of fascinating as well. Kirby and the Forgotten Land Starcrossed World comes out in 1 minute, so I'm gonna go play that and hopefully have a blast. Catch you later.